Hi guys, very good morning. This tutorial, this video, this class is basically for Python, and I'm going to cover from the basics to the advanced. So it will have several videos, and all those videos you can find them in this channel. The objective of teaching Python through YouTube is anybody should be able to learn, and this is not to promote me, neither to promote my channel. This basically the objective is to see to it that we have a proper series of Python for anybody to learn, irrespective of the financial background they have. Of course, if you want more like tutorials, study materials, practice questions, or question bank, or anything as a matter of fact of any assistance with respect to this particular language in learning this language, feel free to contact me. I'll be available at harrisinfotech.com. You can visit my site, and you can reach me from there. You'll get my contact details from there, and you'll also get to know the other details, the program objective, all these things. I'm doing this particular videos in primarily three languages: one in English, one more in Hindi, one more in Tamil. I'm also trying to learn Telugu a bit, little fast. So I may be having this same subject in Telugu also, if possible, Malayalam and Kannada also in near future, and other languages too. I'm planning to. That's how I'm going to improve this. And this is not going to be only Python. I'm going to add totally 32 subjects in this channel. So subscribe to this channel and click on that bell button and also share and press the like button so that no it is reached, or rather it is known to many more people. Thank you. This series of Python, as I said, we'll go with the basics, and till the advanced parts we are going to cover in small videos. I will properly name them so that you can see them in a sequence. Thank you for watching this, and hope you have a happy learning of Python. Okay. To start with, let me introduce you Guido van Rossum, the author of Python, who created this language in the year 1991. I would rather call him the big brother, Bada Bhai of Java, or James Gosling, Patrick Norton, Chris Rath kind of people. Because Java came in 95. And believe me, he is a single individual. He liked the word Python because he used to see a comic by name Python, and he loved that word, and so he used this for this language. So nothing to do with any scientific name or any particular reason. So he just chosen this because he was also young when he created it, and he loved that word, so he used it. So 1991, this language was introduced with 1.0 version, and till 2021, 2.0 version was practically used up to 2.0, and after that shifted to 3.x, and from 2021 they stopped the support for 2.0. So we are no more supporting 2. The only version which is being supported in Python is 3. And my company name is Harris Infotech, and my name is Shoaib. So I'm going to be your teacher for this particular course. And believe me, this particular curriculum is been created keeping in mind the curriculum of various universities which are teaching Python as one of their subject in the semester exam. So the series, the entire syllabus of those universities will be covered. Apart from this, you'll also see a lot of professional things being added so that you end up with a professional job after finishing this Python course. Only Python will not help you to get a job. So please go through the other languages, other programming languages, and also other advanced series of Python in my channel so that you can learn more and more on programming. The more you learn, the better the prospects you have. And believe me, there are a lot of opportunities, employment opportunities for people who know programming. And doesn't matter which language you are good at, whichever language you are good at, it may be Golang or TypeScript or ECMA6 or JavaScript or Python or Java or C or C++, C sharp, Whichever language you are good at, be comfortable, be confident in that, bang that, so that no you go clear any interview wherever you go and attend. Believe me, I'm going to make this tutorial very easy. I will speak in a simple and easy understandable language as of now, which every Indian can understand. And also outside India, where they have difficulty also in understanding English, I'll try my best to keep the words simple. And because I come from a very humble background, I don't know many big, like no, like our famous no, Mr. Shashi Tharoor's English. Right? I don't know such words, so I'll use very simple words to make sure that even the lowest to lowest knowledge of a person who has very limited knowledge of English can understand my tutorial. So thank you very much. So let's start this particular series, right, with our next slide. Okay, this slide we have one more version, one more, remember, one more information. Version 3.11. This is the version which I am covering in this series. This is the current version right now. So you can be rest assured that you are learning the latest Python thing. And believe me, there will not be much change when the version increases. Whenever a version increases, I will add that extra addition at the end of the course so that you get updated to that also. Okay. First and foremost, the first question which I need to answer, or anybody needs to answer, why are we learning this language? Why Python? See, first and foremost thing, when this language was introduced, there was a need for a easy to learn language, number one, and also a free language, and also a language which can give performance. So basically, if you look at Python, is a combination of all this. First of all, it's free. Number two, it's a very simple and easy language. Anybody with limited knowledge, fine, in computers or no knowledge of computers can start learning Python. That's the reason today even schools teach Python. And the best part of this language is, though it's simple, easy, still it is powerful. You know what and all it can create will be really surprised. It can create artificial intelligent applications. Many famous applications are written on Python. Especially artificial intelligence, like Google has come up with application where you don't need a driver to drive a car, driverless car, pilotless flights. See, these things are possible in Python. So it is not just a normal simple language. Believe me, artificial intelligence, machine learning, gaming, web programming, network programming, database programming, business application development, enterprise applications you can create. So it is simple, easy, but yet powerful language. In fact, this was the objective of Rosum when he created this particular language. And remember, it is also multi-platform like Java. So across the platforms, this particular language can work. Getting that? See, it's a very, I mean, we are very lucky to have such a language which is not just easy but also powerful. True, right? When anything, any language you are learning, every language will have its own advantage. And one more beautiful thing of Python is Python gets interpreted. Doesn't have a compiled version. Like Java, when you compile, you get a dot class. C, when you compile, you get a dot exe. Whereas here, there is no compiler. Directly on the fly, it gets executed. It gets interpreted. Now, this is another one reason why this language is faster. Performance wise, you will see Python is much faster. And last but not least, believe me, this language is the only language, I call this as amphibian language, which is both procedural as well as object oriented. See, there are different types of languages, guys. One is procedural. We also name it as structural language, function oriented language, then object based languages, declarative languages. Then you got object oriented languages. So languages are of different types. The famous one are the procedural or functional and object oriented languages. C is a procedural and functional oriented language. C++ developed by Stroop is an object oriented language like Java. Now they have their own strengths and weakness. We'll see that as we move on. But believe me, Python has both the qualities. You can use Python to write a structured functional program, or you can also write a data driven object oriented program. Both are possible. So it's a two side sword, so you can fight from both the sides. Getting it? So so why Python? In simple sense, you can say it's easier, it's faster, it's free, and number two, it's performance wise it's super duper, and implementation wise it has plenty of opportunities. Job wise it is really good. Job wise it is good. You can make money at the end of the day by learning Python. Got it? There's a quick comparison chart of different languages. C, C++, Java are famous languages. Compared to Python, you can see there C is procedural, C++, Java is object oriented, Python is both procedural and object oriented. It's function oriented. It can even support functions as well as classes and objects. The extension of Python is .py, .java for Java, .cpp for C++, .c for C. Platform independent. There is one small very important difference here with respect to comments, because all the three languages follow, most of the languages follow that sub comment syntax. Slash star slash star slash is for multi-line commands, slash slash is for single line commands. So here you can see, right? And in this Python you can see it's different. Pound is for single line command. Core, I mean, double quotes, three double quotes or three single quotes, oppose we call it as. If you have three, that is called as, fine, that is called as three, that is called as multi-line comments. Here, what is a comment is a textual data, non-programming instructions which you want to give to someone, so that no the person understands. This is not going to be a program, this is just a file statement which you want to give, so that it can help others or you to understand what you have written, like author name, date of creation, those things you write, so that it is not mean understood as a program, rather it is understood as an instruction for the human. Translation type, all languages are compiled. Java compiled and then interpreted. We needed that because we want to make it faster, so we have a just in time compiler which runs it faster. But Python is by default just in time, it runs faster. Getting that? Database connectivity we support. Okay, one more very important thing, whenever you write a program in normally in all the languages we use brackets to give blocks. So one set of code is called as a block, whereas in Python we do indentation. Like in newspapers we have no indented, there is no brackets. Indented will be there, box will be there, which shows that this news belongs to this heading. Like that you need to create programs in Python. We'll see an example of that. Variables. Now we'll talk about variables, but believe me, C, C plus or Java, you need to declare variables. Whereas in Python, you don't need to declare variables. What is variable? We'll see in the next slide. Applications. Believe me, whatever these guys can do, C, C plus Java, Python can also do. Python can also do. IDE. IDE is called as Integrated Development Environment, a rapid development tool where you program Python. So you have PyCharm, PyDev, IDLE. IDLE stands for Integrated Development and Learning Environment. This provided by Python itself. If you want, you can use that. If you want, you can use that. So that is like by default available with Python. Jupyter is there, Spider is there. You can use that also. We'll be using PyCharm for us because it's free. You can download that. Many are free. You have a community edition as well as you have a paisa edition also. We will go with community edition. That will be good enough. This also called as rapid development tool because quickly you can develop. We will not use notepad. See, we are here to learn Python, and Python is a very vast language. We cannot keep on experimenting with notepad here. Better we use ID, learn quickly, move on to the next language. Correct or not? Some of the applications of Python, I've been discussing this, I've told already. The most important thing here is AI and machine learning. See, this is latest, right? Python is from 91, but See what happened after Rusum created Python was many people started contributing, and plenty of new functionalities are being added. So today, if you ask me for artificial intelligence and machine learning, we use Python like anything. See what is artificial intelligence? Very simple: creating an application which can demonstrate what I do. See, for example, I have intelligence that's given by God. We call this as natural intelligence. If I convert that intelligence into a machine, if I make the machine do what I do, then I call that as artificial intelligence. Because see, if I create an apple, it's artificial apple, right? But nature gives an apple, that is natural apple, as simple as that. And one more feature of artificial intelligence is it can learn by its own. So that is also one more feature. By seeing, by looking, like the driver application of Google, it looks at traffic, understands, keeps learning, keeps learning, keeps learning, and after some time it becomes more powerful. So that is major thing of artificial intelligence. What is machine learning? Machine learning is it uses the existing data and comes up with a new information based theorem, what we have studied in mathematics. See, last week, Mandus, the cyclone came, and the Met Department was already with information on what will happen when it reaches the land, what will be the speed of the wind. Even before the cyclone was coming, they already predicted it 2 3 days before. Now, how that is possible? That is what we do with machine learning. Machine learns through the existing data, because that's what mathematics is all about, right? Find your x. Correct or not? Finding your x is mathematics. So you find the unknown with the known. So that is what machine learning does. Image processing, very important today. Today drones are flying over a battlefield. They look at the enemy tanks. They look at the enemy positions. They transmit the data. Find They don't transmit every data. They find out which is an enemy vehicle, which is they have that much intelligence. So image is processed and then decisions are taken. Even garbage vehicles today nowadays in some countries have image processing facility, which looks at the garbage bin and finds out whether garbage is there. If garbage is there, it dumps it and then again looks at whether everything is dumped, or else it cleans and then again dumps. So such kind of applications are coming. Business applications like Tally, CRM, SAP kind of applications you can write. Games, our favorite, can be created with Python. Network programming is networking. You can connect more than one computer, create a client server computing model, and you can work as a client server. That is also possible. Database can also be accessed. Look at it, guys. You're learning something. Definitely, it will be worth, and it will help you in developing your career with respect to programming. Okay. Some of the IDs which are available already we discussed with photos. I am showing it to you. We are using PyCharm. The rest we got Anaconda, Jupyter, Spider, Eric. So many are there, but we'll be sticking to PyCharm. Some one ID you have to use, right? Some ID. I'm using this. Okay. This chat is primarily to tell you what happens when the program in Python is executed. Normal languages have a source code they compile. Because we write in English, machine does not understand. So it gets compiled to machine code and then it works. Whereas in Python, the best part is the machine reads your English. Internally, it has a runtime compiler, a just in time compiler, a compiler on the fly. It does the translation and then gives the output. Believe me, in technical terms, I can tell you this will be much, much faster compared to this compiled version. So that's why Python is very fast compared to other languages. Okay, already I said indentation and comment. So Python believes in this kind of indentation blocks. Can you see this blocks? There is no bracket here. Whereas other languages believe in this bracket to specify indent, specify a block. See, one more thing also is also there. Even though we have brackets, we still love to indent and do write code. So Python says anyhow you're indenting, why again you have to have the brackets? So better you just give the indent, I will understand. And comments. See here it is slash slash, but here it is hash. Remember this, you got to memorize this. And then single quotes. Single quotes is for single quotes or double quote. This can be used as a block level comment. Many lines can be written. So comments are non-programming instructions, textual data. Got it, guys? Fine. Let me stop with this. This what we have covered is just introduction and a slight motivation for you to start learning Python. So in the next video, we'll talk about the installation of Python, setting up of Python, and also we'll talk about the PyCharm and we'll demonstrate a hello world in PyCharm. Thank you.